What's going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have liked and sub, and let's get into this. Obviously, things are not going great over at Amazon, depending on who you ask and depending on what show you're talking about. If it's Rings of Power or Wheel of Time, oh my God, what a tailspin. A lot of that has been because of Jennifer Salke and her leaving, her removal of the position is, are they going to course correct? We're finding out now she wasn't even there when Jack Ryan was greenlit. So a lot of the good products that they've had weren't actually her choices. And the ones that there were, well, we see what they are. We've seen Studio Insider and the former head of Amazon, Price, talking about that. Yeah, she also is just not good at her job. She hired horrible writers who developed horrible shows, i.e. Rings of Power and Wheel of Time. And now one of her last worst decisions is coming back to bite Amazon, and that is Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who we're finding out has not submitted one single script. So Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny actress Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who was, of course, tasked with developing a Tomb Raider series at Amazon MGM Studios, is rumored to have not produced a script for the series in nearly a year since it was announced. So this does come from Matt Maloney, because Puck News is a thing we're all still citing. So if it's being cited, I will cite it. Amazon has devoted tens of millions of dollars and 2 writers' rooms to a Tomb Raider show from Phoebe Waller-Bridge. And there's still no script. That and the Bond debacle and other stuff that they've led, that led to yesterday's exit of Amazon studio head Jennifer Salke, which we found out, if you read that article, the big reason Jennifer Salke left was the failure of Citadel, not just the mainline Citadel, but the failure to reproduce the other countries' versions of it, Indonesia, India, England, Citadel Diana, things like that. They all failed and cost oodles and oodles of money. We see this write-up at Puck News that, thankfully to the article, I don't have to subscribe to read it all. In the write-up, Baloney claims that the former Amazon Studios head Jennifer Salke brought on Waller-Bridge with a $20 million a year deal back in 2019 and then renewed it 3 years later despite Waller-Bridge not producing anything. So back in 2019, we had Deadline report that Waller-Bridge had signed an overall deal with Amazon Studios, and the deal was supposed to be for 3 years. At the time, no financial details were shared, and we know now that it was $20 million a year. Waller-Bridge saying, "I'm excited, insanely excited to be continuing my relationship with Amazon. Working with the team on Fleabag was the creative partnership dreams are made of. Really feels like home. I can't wait to get going." Well, we've had 3 years you could have got going and still nothing. After 3 years, still had not gotten going. But Deadline reported in 2023 that Salke and Amazon extended her overall deal and indicated she was supposed to adapt Claudia Lu's Sign Here novel, despite not producing any of this. Baloney reported earlier this week that Amazon renegotiated its deal with Waller-Bridge to a non-exclusive first look deal for significantly less money. Back in 2024 of May, they had the press release for Tomb Raider. Today, at its inaugural upfront presentation, Prime Video announced that it has ordered Tomb Raider to series with Phoebe Waller-Bridge set as writer and executive producer. The series is based on the iconic Tomb Raider video game franchise, which follows the adventures of world-famous archaeologist and adventure and Tomb Raider, because they're not going to actually have her stealing or raiding tombs. The project comes as part of a deal between Crystal Dynamics and Amazon MGM Studios, originating through the first look deal with the studio to develop additional Tomb Raider stories into series and films, i.e. the video games. Tomb Raider will premiere exclusively on Prime Video in more than 240 countries and territories worldwide. Well, not if she doesn't give us a script. If I could tell my teenage self this was happening, I think she'd explode. Tomb Raider has been a huge part of my life, and I feel incredibly privileged to be bringing it to television with such passionate collaborators. Lara Croft means a lot to me, as she does to many, and I can't wait to go on this adventure, bats and all. Well, We have not seen it. As you can see here, Waller-Bridge not producing a script for Tomb Raider might be a blessing in disguise for Amazon. This gives them a chance to get out of it because obviously, as you can see, company might have lost even more money if it went into production on this series and produced more of the same garbage as Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, and The Wheel of Time. Correct. This is your time to bounce out, especially if she's already had her $60 million of $20 million for the 3 years. And then if this is just renewed to a first look deal that's non-exclusive, bye-bye. Amazon can now release this project and possibly take the advice of Amazon Studios founder Roy Price, who recently called for Amazon to redevelop all projects that were tainted with Salki's attitude and ideology. All these shows are being developed or redeveloped from scratch. Yeah, that is 100% what you need to do. Whether they will do that, I don't know. But either way, Jennifer Salke being out is a boon for anyone hoping for better quality entertainment from Amazon. Let me know what you think about all this. By all means, make sure to like, share, and sub. We're very close to 10,000. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And
well, bye.